Again, I am here today. I want to talk to you about 7 minutes, if you can give me your time. I preach for 7 minutes, and that's all I want you to give me. Today's topic is about the fifth commandment of God. The fifth commandment of God. Do you know it? Do you know the commandments of God? If you are a Christian, or if you say you believe in Jesus Christ, you need to know the 10 commandments of God. Today we are going to talk about the fifth commandment. And the fifth commandment says, let me read it in the book of Exodus chapter 20. Exodus 20 verse 12. It says, honor your father and your mother, so that you may live long in the land the Lord your God is giving you. So the fifth commandment is to honor your father and your mother. It doesn't say honor them only when they do good things to you. It doesn't say honor them when they are working or they have a job or a business or when they buy you a car or some gifts. It says honor your parents so that you can live long in this world. If you read also in the book of Colossians chapter 3 verse 21, it says, fathers, do not provoke your children. In other words, children are told what to do. They have a responsibility. Their responsibility is to honor and obey their parents. And the parents' responsibility is to care for the children and not to neglect them, not to harass them, and not to provoke them into anger or despair. As a father or a mother, do not keep on calling your children stupid, telling them that they cannot do anything good, or that's how they are lazy. No. Encourage your children. When they make mistakes, correct them. Because the Bible says very clearly, discipline your son in the way he should live, so that in the end he will not let you down, or he will not forget it. Teach the child the way they should go. In the end, they will not forget. So we are told as parents to discipline our children, to educate them, to encourage them, to teach them what is good, so that when they grow up, they can live independently, they can live as good citizens and as God-fearing men and women. That's our responsibility as parents. At the same time, it's our responsibility as children to obey our parents. Our parents, whether they are old or not, whether they are sick, whether they are blind, whether they are crippled, our parents are our parents. We love them equally. You love your mother, you love your father. You obey them equally. Because by obeying our parents, we fulfill the command of God. At the same time, we have a promise that if you obey your parents, you live longer in this world. Who doesn't want to live longer? Who doesn't want to make or to please his or her parents? This is what is right. In the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 30, verse 31 and 32, it gives a clear responsibility of both parents and children. For example, it says to wives, wives, submit to your husbands. Husbands, love your wives. And children, obey your parents. So you see, husbands are supposed to love their wives, and wives are supposed to submit. In other words, to obey their husbands. And children are supposed to obey their children. This is right in the Lord. That's what the Bible says. If you find it difficult to obey your parents, if you find it difficult to respect them, then you have a problem with the fifth commandment of God. It has said very clearly, children, obey your parents. And the parents, do not provoke your children. Bring them up in the right way of the Lord, with respect and dignity. Encourage them. Teach them to do what is right. Give them freedom to explore. Give them freedom to try things out. When they go wrong, you correct them. When they don't have a clue what to do, you educate them. That is why you are there as a parent. Parents, please do not neglect your children. And the children obey your parents in everything. For that is right in the Lord. That's in the book of Ephesians chapter 6, verse 1 to 2. Also Colossians chapter 3, verse 20. Obey your parents. Obey your parents. Not only when they are awake, even when they are drunk, obey them. Even when they are crazy, obey them. Obey your parents in everything. That's what the Bible says. I just read it. So, think about it. Think about it. Children, obey your parents in everything. That's the command of God. May God bless you, may God guide you, and may God continue to provide for you.